What's going on, everybody? It's the old school gamer, Coach Ruckus, and I want to welcome you to a edition of Dear Madden. Now, as we all know, that the Madden 10 has gone gold, and I'm really excited about that. And it's going to be popping on August 14th. The reason for this video is for the developers who have begun work on Madden 11. There's a small request that hopefully you can take into consideration as far as defense goes. We're not asking you to do the exact same thing that you see here, but something similar to this would be great. It'd be a great move for the Madden franchise when it comes to defense. So when it comes to defense right now, the way Madden is set up is that you do have a little bit of control over telling the defense what you want them to do, but you really don't have full control over it, because you still have to go to each and every man and try to give them individual assignments, and you don't have enough time to go to the 4 cornerbacks and 3 linebackers and specifically tell them to cover somebody or to blitz or to change up schemes on the defense. And by these videos I'm about to show you, this is going to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. If you guys can incorporate this in Madden 11, that would be something really great. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is when you have the offense, you do have control over the offense. You just hit one trigger and you pull up all the buttons on the wide receivers, and then you can tell them what wide receiver you want and what route you want them to run. Well, on defense, we don't really have that. And what I have here are some videos to kind of explain what I've always been explaining, and hopefully you guys can get a better understanding, if any of you developers are watching this, a better understanding of what I'm talking about when I talk about total control defense. I've always talked about total control on defense a lot, and now with this Dear Madden right here, I kind of like to give the developers an idea of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about having total control on defense. Now, right now, as you can see, the defense is in a base 4-3. 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 2 cornerbacks, and a safety. As you can see, the 2 cornerbacks are in man positions, and the safeties are back in zones. Basically, when you have total control over the defense, by pressing one button, which is the right bumper, it will pull up all the icons of the linebackers. As you can see the X and the Y and the B and the A being shown with the linebackers. So let me kind of zoom in on that. As you can see, you've got the linebackers right there that are all lined up. If you hit the right bumper, you have total control of the 2 cornerbacks and the safety. And what is so great about total control is by the time the offense gets to the line of scrimmage, you can change the plays just like you can in Madden. So for instance, if I wanted to, right here, as you can see I'm pointing to the X receiver right there that I'm pointing to, what I want to do there is I want him to double cover somebody. All you would have to do is press the X button, and automatically the icons will pop up on the offensive side of the ball. So if I wanted to cover the X receiver, I would just press X, and automatically you see the automatic change between the coverages, double coverage. But if I wanted to take the X receiver and cover the B receiver all the way on the other side, which would be crazy, but to give you an idea, on the fly you hold the button and he's automatically covering that guy. For instance, if I press the X button and push up, he's back into a zone, depending on which way I want to zone him. If I want to take the A receiver and put him in a zone, I would just press the A button, and instead of assigning him to a guy, I would just flip up on the button, and automatically he's in the zone. The linebacker comes over and covers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a few of these examples, and if I want to bring it back, put A to X and the linebacker comes back over. But when you have on the fly like this, but instead of hitting every icon and hitting every guy or going to every guy, you really don't have time to do. If you just hold the top button, you'll access all your secondary. But for instance, if I wanted to go with my linebackers, I would hold the other icon. So I could have the X linebacker by pressing X. Then the icons pop up of who I want to cover. If I want X to cover Y, I press Y. And as you can see, X is covering Y. If I want X to cover X, the XY receiver to your far left, I would just hit X to X, and there you have it. If I wanted to have my X guy go into a zone, I would just press X and flip up on the stick, and there you have it. He goes automatically into a zone before the play starts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these in a few formations and explain why it is so good to have total control over your defense, because most of the times when you're dealing with Madden, you have to either tell all of your guys to go down, or you can only have your outside guys going down. So basically that's how the controls work with the all-out defense, being able to control all of your defenders. If you guys just added a button where you hit the bumper and you're able to access the defense, you're faster. You can make faster double teams. You can make faster zone reads and zone coverages, and also you can come up with your own type of plays, which I'll show you with the 3-4s and other defenses. But it's very easy and very simple. Instead of going to each and every individual, as soon as they're walking to the line of scrimmage, I can hit the X, double team X. I can take Y, double team B. I can take X, double team Y. I can take B, get Y, and then look what happens. Everybody's covered, and this is I've done this in a matter of 4 seconds. If I wanted to play zone, again, X up, Y up, B up, X up, Y up, B up, A up. In a matter of seconds, and look, everybody's in the zone. It totally changes the whole perspective of how you can run your defenses without manually going to every guy. But this is just a clip, and what we'll do next is we're going to the 3-4. This is Coach Ruckus, and this is Dear Madden, Total Defense Control.